It's possible to assign attributes to a string of characters one character at a time. Any one character can be in a different style, underlined, or in a different color, even a completely different font. All you do is store your character string in an attributed string object, and you can assign any attributes that you would like to any single character in that object, or to any group of characters. Here's how that works. Now this basic form should be familiar. This class is a canvas, and the paint method calls a series of methods, and each method draws a line of text to the window. The lines of text will demonstrate some of the variations in style that can be applied to individual characters. It's easy to do. This first method displays a string in two different fonts. You can actually apply several different characteristics to each individual character, but this program keeps it as simple as possible. The first thing that happens in this method is that a couple of fonts are created. Then a new attributed string object is created, and it holds the string that is to be displayed. In these two lines of code, one font attribute is added to characters 0 through 3, and the other font is assigned to characters 3 through 8. Now, there's a sort of a bug in the program, but I left it because it demonstrates something. I wanted to put the first font in the first 3 characters, so I should have specified them as 0 through 2, but I put in a 3 instead. I then applied the second font to characters 3 through 8. The insertion of the second font at character 3 simply replaced the font setting that had been previously put there, so it all works right anyway. The method is completed by an attributed character iterator object being extracted from the attributed string object. This iterator can be used directly on the drawString method of the graphics 2D object to display the string itself. The mixed colors method follows the same basic format. In this example, a single font is assigned to all of the characters. The default font is kind of small, so I assigned a larger font to the strings to make them easier to see. The second attribute that's assigned is the color, but it's added only to characters 3 through 9. The characters 0 through 2 are left to the default color, which is black, so this line will display in the two different colors. This method uses the same procedure to add an underline attribute to characters 10 through 13 of the string. By default, the characters are painted using the specified foreground and background colors inside the graphics 2D object. By default, the background is white and the foreground is black. The attributed string class allows you to reverse these colors for a specified set of characters. In this method, characters 0 through 6 have their colors inverted. The ability to draw a line through a word can be set up very much like underlining. This method strikes through letters 0 through 6. This last method is a bit different from the others. In this one, every character is given its own font object. Every time through the loop, a font is created that's slightly larger than the one before it. Each font is assigned to one letter. The result is that the string is displayed with every letter being larger than the one to its left. That's it for assigning attributes. Once you see how it works, it seems simple enough. Here are the strings. The process is the same for every one of them, no matter what actual attributes are used. Since you have an idea of how the fonts are constructed and the metrics are calculated, you can probably see that there is quite a bit of calculating going on to display these strings. The attributed string class doesn't have any special magic. It uses the setFont method and the font metrics object just like you and I do, but it's nice to have it around to do all the detail work when you need to get this kind of output.